Darkness consumes the neighborhood streets. The neighborhood hoods and the neighborhood creeps come out to play with their hats pulled down and their heads.
How you doing? I'm Andrew Holmes, and I'm joined by other strong community activists that's in the city of Chicago that is concerned about what went on here at this establishment right here. And first and foremost, I did view the video, some parts of the video that I won't get into to hamper this investigation, but the important part of this is that we all was wondering and wanted to know, did anybody pull her down there? Did anybody force her down there? Was anybody on the other side in that room with her when she got down there? And the answer to that is no. She walked into that unsecured area that should have been secured with locks on there where she couldn't get in there. Now, I've been inside the freezer down there, and upon looking at that freezer, you can open up that door, take a half step up, turn to your left, pull the other door. This door would be closing anyway. The other door, probably when she got in there, that door closed on her too, and it was dark in there. Now, there is a knob that you can push to get out of there, but, you know, that investigation has to go on with the Rosemont Police Department to wait on the toxicology to see what's going on with that. But as far as someone pulling her down there or leading her down there, no.
Did she appear inebriated, intoxicated? What was her behavior like?
Well, that has to come from the toxicology to tell you what was in her system. But she appears to be impaired, but at the same time, it has to come from the toxicology report. But it still doesn't take away from that. That area should have been secured. Now, from me looking at the video, she was trying to find her way back upstairs to the lobby. And she was checking the doors, and she was checking other doors, just trying to find her way back upstairs. So in saying that, she was walking forward where all of the video cameras caught her every movement, and I watched her as she went through the other door, and at the same time, she went through an unsecured area, which is not her fault, because if someone is staying in there with their children, that area is not secured, you can catch a child can go in there and open up them same doors, and this can happen to them. But when the toxicology report comes out, you know, it sends it back to another level of what was in her system. And she's not a person that drops fentanyl or these pills that they are taking, and that's not her character. But at the same time, if something was put in her cup, then it goes back to who was in this room and who may have dropped something in her cup. So that remains with the Rosemont Police Department detectives that are working this case. But from my view, no one else was back there down in the unsecured area.
Andrew, had the family...
You actually watch, give me an approximate amount of time of video that you watched, and make it pretty clear there was no one else with her, right?
Well, I watched the video from the time she was in the lobby to the time that she got off the elevator. There was no one with her at that point. There was no one in the back. There's a camera inside that unsecured area, and it remotes every time a person moves or moving in there. So where the freezer's at, that's a wall. So there's no way out that way. The only way out is you have to come out the way that she was coming in. So that would justify and clear that. And they have checked those cameras at the time with a technician to make sure no one alters anything. Just as community actors here and over here, Jamal, we all are on the same, I mean not Jamal, but Jedediah, we all are on the same page in trying to secure and make sure that this doesn't happen, that the videos are not altered, and that the family get justice, and at the same time that the Facebook infight stop. Because, you know, if you're accusing this person of doing something, you're accusing that person of doing something, then what you need to do, if you got solid evidence that they did something, some foul play to this baby, you need to talk to the detectives and give that information to them. Just don't put it out there on Facebook, because if you put it out there, then be prepared to answer what you put out there. But if you put something out there, just put the facts and the truth, because...
Facts and truth indeed. Well, as promised, I shall eat crow. Seems like Kanika did wander herself down into that basement and lock herself in that freezer and froze to death. Toxicology reports, if you heard, are not back. So we don't know if there was some type of weird something other than alcohol and weed in her system. So Monifa and Irene, my humble apologies. Only question I have is, really for all the party goers, as well as the person who commented on one of the videos, one of the 3 videos they commented on, why is it that all of you guys went on social media and created this weird ass story? Like, it's really weird. Why would you go on Facebook and then an Instagram and talk about that you raped her, a girl that died, and you didn't do it? Not only is that deplorable, it's really, really fucking stupid. Young ladies, you know, it still seems like you're trying to incriminate someone and say there was foul play, but you're not stepping up and saying that there was foul play. You're making these weird insinuations. Now, you know, maybe the dude, I'm not trying to entertain any of that madness anymore. It's just like this. If something happened, say it happened. That's the bottom line. Be clear and say what happened. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get a lot of the shit you young people do. I don't. It's fucking stupid. I mean, Monifa, though I do think that you should make sure that you use birth control until you are totally responsible, right? I hope that you learn a lesson from this. All the girls, really. I hope that you learn a lesson from this. That hotel party bullshit is fucking stupid. You know, it's not hot. Like, if you're not a rapper, you're not some type of entertainer, and you can buy the whole floor and y'all crowding up in one room, and you don't provide your own security for your event. You just got a whole bunch of niggas in and out your place with liquor and weed, or whoever brings the liquor and weed, they're invited. It's a recipe for disaster, plain and simple. All right, so let's talk about this Look at Me Now video. How do you say his name? Triple Extension? I don't know. The dude whose name kind of sounds like a male enhancement pill. He did this song, Look at Me Now, which I guess, you know, was kind of like riding that whole damn wave, possibly. I'm an advocate of creative expression. I just find it funny that someone whose name sounds so much like a product that would be sold at a gas station would decide to include a scene in his video where he beats a teacher upside the head with a dildo. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but this isn't what got people upset. What people are upset about is a scene in the video where the rapper hangs a white kid. Now, of course, he frames this imagery around images of black men hanging from trees, as well as reenactment of Emmett Till's murder. I don't know. There's this story with the KKK supposedly calling his number somehow, or contacting someone that he knows and letting him know how upset they are with his video. Now, apparently the KKK has CIA level hacking skills, but who knows? Maybe with all this stuff going on recently, they, you know, KKK feels really, you know, hypersensitive and they want to protect their image. But hey, if you're going to use a push button tactic to solicit knee-jerk emotional responses from people, why not use race? But anyway, the show will be coming soon. You all have a good night. Oh, and by the way, Irene, every time you smoke weed like that, you waste about $4 or $5 worth of OG Kush. So knock it off.